Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to Chicago Cubs baseball. Here on APBA, you always have a front row seat. We're coming to you from out here at the park. Today, the visiting Chicago Cubs will test the Reds at home.
This is the third of a three-game set. The Reds have been shut down by the Cubs so far. The Reds come into this game in second place. They're 2.5 games behind the leader, about even in their last 10. Their record now, 7-5, having lost 2 in a row. On the league leaderboards, they're third in batting average at .287, second in runs, tied for first in steals with 21, third in on-base percentage. The Reds take the field here in the first. Manager McCoy sends out his squad this way. Morris at first base. Duncan at second. Larkin the shortstop. Sabo at third. The outfield consists of Davis in left field, Hatcher in center field, and O'Neill over in right. Reed is behind the plate, and today the Cubs will try to solve Jackson, the left-hander. This is Jackson's second start of the season. 1 win, no losses. He won on his last outing. After 1 game, his ERA at 8.1. He will be facing Cubs starter right-hander Bosky. Pitchers are penalized in this park. You can reach the fence pretty easily. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Walton to lead it off for the Cubs. Bats from the right. He's hitting .167. He's walked 3 times in his 21 trips. Walton can get on for you. Jackson is ready to fire it in. He brings it in. Grounded to the right side. Duncan to his left. And it sneaks through. Single for Walton. Now coming up, Grace. Off to a terrific start, batting .386. 1 homer, 8 ribbies. Real speed at first with Walton on. Jackson looking in at the target. First baseman Morris perched right in front of the bag. Now the delivery. Base hit right field. O'Neill is after it. Spears it on 1 hop. Walton is around second. But the coach flashes the stop sign, and he puts on the brakes. As the throw comes in, the Cubs put 2 singles back-to-back. Right-handed batter Sandberg steps up to face Jackson for Chicago. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Batting .294. On the season, Sandberg has 12 runs batted in. He's gone deep 2 games in a row. Jackson on the rubber. Left-hander Jackson ready. The runners take their lead. Quick move to the plate. Sandberg pulls it into left center. It's the gapper. It's going to roll to the wall. Walton will score. Grace rounding third. The throw comes into Morris. Sandberg then standing with a double. And they're holding Grace at third. So the double scores 1, and the Cubs go ahead by a run, 1-0 first inning. And Sandberg now has 13 runs batted in on the season. The Cubs have nobody out. Runners at second and third. Dawson up to bat. On the season, he's hitting .410. Andre has homered 4 times with 12 ribbies. Andre has 3 steals in 3 tries. 3 walks in his 42 trips. Andre has driven home 12 runs for the season. Jackson on the rubber. Reds playing for the out at first. The pitch roped over third into left field. Davis in hot pursuit. Grace scores. Sandberg is rounding third. They're waving Sandberg in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's in standing. And Dawson holds it first. So the single drives in 2. The score now 3-0. That gives Dawson 14 RBI on the season. Well, the Cubs have no one out. Dawson on first. The top of the first inning.
Villanueva is stepping up to hit against Jackson. He's a right-handed batter. You can't afford to take him too lightly. So far this season, 4 hits in 4 trips. 1 homer, 2 ribbies. Villanueva stands in. Reed ready to receive. The delivery from Jackson. Slap towards second. Duncan takes it on 1 hop. Flips to Larkin. They get him. Over to first. Yes! Double play. Now coming to bat for the Cubs, Dunston. So far, hitting .250. He has stolen 5 bases and been caught not at all. He has yet to walk. The hitter stands in. Now Jackson ready. Jackson comes to the plate. Breaking ball, grounded hard at Sabo. It's off his glove, but he recovers and throws quickly. And he's out for the final out. That'll do it for Chicago.
3
runs on 4 hits, and they have the upper hand. Cubs,
3
Reds coming up. For the Cubs.
in the league. Starting this game, they are
8
in batting average,
at .264.
tied for second in home runs with 12. The
Cubs
come into this game in first place. They're on a run with
7
wins in their last 10 games. Overall, they now stand at
8
and
4
with
5
straight wins.
The Cubs take the field here in the first. Defensively for Chicago. Grace at first base. Sandberg at second. Dunston the shortstop. Salazar at third. Across the outfield in left is McClendon. In center, Walton. And over in right, Dawson. Villanueva is behind the plate and on the mound for the Cubs. The right-handed Bosky. This is Bosky's second start of the season. No wins, 1 loss.
He's coming off a loss.
After 1 game, his ERA at 1.29. Here's Larkin to lead it off, and he hacks from the right. Some success so far. Now batting .275. Larkin steps up to the plate. Bosky prepares to come home. Bosky to the wind. Check swing. Soft blooper to right. Dawson races in. Sandberg races out. Dawson has it, and Larkin is retired for out number 1. Here's Duncan to hit for the Reds. Mariano has been hot as a bullet, batting .431. 2 home runs, and he's driven in 8. It's hard to keep Mariano off the base pass. He brought a .453 on base average to this game. Mariano steps up. Right-hander Bosky ready. Bosky winds and fires. He hits it off the handle to right, not very deep. Dawson charges in hard, and he one-hands it to retire Duncan. 2 down. Okay, 2 down. It's now the port side swinger, Morris, to the bat. Excellent credentials with the stick. To date at bat, only 1 for 13. He's due. He's walked twice. He's stolen 1 base. Bosky looking home. The pitch. It's looped to right. Dawson coming on, but he won't get it, and Morris is on at first. Now coming to bat for the Reds, Davis. So far, his average is .320. He has
3
RBIs. He's walked
3
times in his 28 trips. Bosky prepares to come home. Space on the right. Morris leading off. The pitch. Ground ball to Sandberg. He's up with it. Double pumps. Now he flips to Grace. For the out, that's 3 away. That'll do it for Cincinnati. Nothing across. They leave 1. Cubs over the Reds.
3
Nothing. The Cubs will send out the bottom of the lineup. Salazar, McClendon, and Bosky. to get it going for the Cubs. Here, Salazar. He hits from the right. A dependable hitter. On the year, 5 for 17. He has 3 RBIs. No walks yet. The batter stands in. Jackson poised. The pitch. High pop foul. That should make the stands. Chasing it is Morris. But it's several rows back. A woman in a yellow hat has a souvenir. Strike one. So Salazar will get back in there. Pitcher Jackson eyeing Salazar. Now he's ready. Jackson winds and fires. Wide of the strike zone. Ball 4. And Salazar trots down to first. That was Salazar's first walk of the season. McClendon coming up. Let's see if he can outperform his advanced billing. This is his second game. To date, he is 0 for 2. Lloyd ready. Jackson now set. He goes the opposite way. High fly deep to right. O'Neill got a good jump. He's at the warning track. Say goodbye to this one. It's gone. Home run for McClendon and 2 runs score. So McClendon has his first homer of the season. The Cubs add 2 more runs, and the Cubs take a big lead, 5-0. And that's his first hit this season. That gives McClendon 2 RBI on the season. Bosque is now up. On the season, he's 0 for 2. Reed sets up. Here's a pitch. Off-balance swing, missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Next batter, Walton. Now Jackson ready. Jackson comes home. Popped up, shallow center field. Hatcher is coming on, and he's got it. 2 down. Next up, Chicago hitter Grace. He came into this game 9th in batting average. His average now at 400. Reed ready to receive. Now Jackson pitches. Grace drills a seed outside of third and just foul. Strike 1. So Grace steps back in. Left-hander Jackson ready. The pitch. Swung on and lined. Base hit into center. Hatcher picks it up and keeps Grace at first. So he's on with a single. Second safety for Grace. Now coming up, Sandberg. Batter Sandberg. He came into this game 5th in RBIs with 12. In this game, he's driven in a run. Tied for first in homers with 4. And here comes Reds manager McCoy. He's asking Jackson for the ball. He's calling for Hammond. So Jackson is yanked early. He goes only an inning and 2/3. He yielded 5 runs so far on 6 hits. A homer, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He's responsible for the runner. He can only lose it. The left-hander Hammond enters here with a majestic 13.5 ERA. This is his 6th appearance. He's worked 4 2/3. His record, 1 loss. He'll try to hold him to let the Reds get back in it. Hammond is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Batter ready. Hammond gets set to work on him. The offering from Hammond. Grounded to third. This should do it. throws to second for the third out. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 left. So the Cubs have now taken a big lead. Reds down 5-zip. The Reds will have Sabo, O'Neill, and Hatcher here in the second. Sabo to lead it off. Poor start, but Sabo, Chris, hitting 175. Reds manager McCoy is out of the dugout. He's checking the sky for rain clouds. Right-hander Muskie, ready. He brings it in. Routine fly ball to right. Dawson moves under it, taps the glove, and makes the catch. 1 away. Next batter, O'Neill. He's hitting .229. He has 5 RBIs. He's walked 6 times in his 55 trips. Batter up. Villanueva sets up. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3. He's out of there. 2 gone. Here comes Hatcher to take his cuts. Some success so far, batting .303. Muskie gets set to pitch. Muskie brings it home. Didn't mean to swing. A slow roller to the left side. Dunston will have to rush his throw, and he gets Hatcher. Nice play. 3 away. So the Reds are retired in order. Cubs over the Reds 5-0. For Chicago here in the third. Dawson, Villanueva, and Dunston. Here's Dawson to start it off.
Among the league leaders,
He's 7th
in hitting,
His average now at .425.
second best in slugging,
10th.
in on-base percentage,
5th.
in RBIs with 12.
In this game, he's driven in 2.
Tied for first in home runs
With 4. 3rd.
in doubles.
With 5. Hammond prepared to work. He cranks and fires. Dawson pops a little fly. Back of second. Duncan to Larkin going out. Hatcher coming in. Coming in. And Hatcher makes the catch in front of Larkin. 1 away. Villanueva is now up. Reed sets up. The pitch. It's grounded into the hole. Scooped by Larkin. Thrown on to first. It's in the dirt. But they get him. Morris digs it out. 2 away. Next up, Chicago hitter Dunston.
Starting this game, he was
5th
in steals.
with 5. Now Hammond ready. And the pitch comes in. There's a little blooper down the right field line. It might drop in. It does. O'Neill has a long run. Dunston might think 3. No. He wisely holds up at second. O'Neill got the ball back in quickly. Salazar coming up. Salazar ready to bat. Hammond will go to work on him. Dunston extending his lead. Now the pitch. Oh, my. That one's deep to left center. Hatcher and Davis both going back. Later. Salazar really hammered that one. A home run. So Salazar pops a 2-run dinger, his first home run of the season, and the Cubs add to their big lead, outpacing the Reds 7-0. And Salazar now has 5 runs batted in on the season. Now coming up, McClendon. McClendon ready to bat. Hammond prepares to come home. He lets it go. Loop to left toward the gap. and it drops for a hit. Davis gets it back in, and McClendon is on at first. That's McClendon's second hit of the game. Now coming up, Bosky. Catcher Reed sets his target. Hammond brings it to the plate. Bosky bruises one, heading for the gap in left center. But Davis flags it down on the first bounce. McClendon is around second. McClendon stops at second as the throw comes in. A pair of singles for Chicago, and that's the 10th base knock for the Cubs in this game, and that's his first hit this season. Walton walking up to bat. Batter up. Catcher ready. The runners take their lead. Hammond into his motion, delivers. Wide by a hair. Free ticket to first for Walton, and the sacks will be jammed. Two down, third inning. Bases crowded. Grace gets set to face Hammond, batting left. Reed sets up. And the pitch. Pop foul behind first. Duncan is over. Waves off Morris. They may get out of trouble. And they do. Side retired. The line for the Cubs, 2, 4, and 0. They leave 3. So they extend their lead after 2.5. 7-0 Cubs. For Cincinnati, here in the third, Reed, Hammond, and Larkin. To get it going, Reed. A dependable hitter on the year. 2 for 7. He has 2 RBIs. Reds manager McCoy is out of the dugout. He's checking the sky for rain clouds. Now Bosky ready. The pitch. He goes the other way. Blooper to left center. Toward the gap. Walton runs in on it. Dunston is backing up. It drops in, and Reed is on it first with a base hit. Hammond is now up. Chris taking his first at bat of the season. Villanueva crouched down now. Infield playing in a few paces. The pitch. Hammond shortens up on the bat and lays one down. It's in front of the plate, but too hard. Bosky is off the mound quickly and pounces on it. He has no play at second and takes the out at first. And it's a sacrifice for Hammond. Reed moves up. Next batter, Larkin.
Starting this game, he was 5th in stolen bases
with 5. Bosky prepared to work. Here's a pitch from Bosky. Swung on, bounced toward the mound. Bosky knocks it down. Now he has it. No play at third. He takes the out at first. Reed moves to third. Duncan is now up.
Starting this game, he was 3rd in batting average.
His average now at .423.
5th in slugging.
9th
in on-base percentage. Leading in hits with 22. 3rd in runs scored with 12.
Villanueva ready to receive. Here's a pitch. Rip and a miss by Duncan, and that's a strikeout. Then Reed is stranded. That's 3 away. The line for the Reds. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Cubs still with a 7-run lead. We go to the top of the 4th inning. The Cubs now send up the heart of their order to face Hammond, Sandberg, Dawson, and Villanueva. To get it going, Sandberg. Reed sets up. The pitch comes in. One hopper to second, over to first. 1 down. Dawson is up next. Hammond ready. The pitch. Dawson sends this ball airmail to left. Davis lopes for it. Should be routine. And he makes the catch. 2 gone. Now coming up, Villanueva. Hammond ready. The pitch is on the way. High fly ball to center. Hatcher drifts back. He's at the warning track. Taps the glove and brings it down. 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway through the 4th. We've played 3 1/2. Reds down 7-zip. The Reds now send up the heart of their order to face Muskie, Morris, Davis, and Sabo. Morris starts it for the Reds. Muskie gets set to work on him. The pitch. Morris hits one high. Hard, deep to right field. Don't even think about it. It's long gone. So Morris has his first homer of the season. The Reds are on the board. Score 7-1. That's Morris' first run batted in of the season. Davis up there. Muskie looking home. And now the pitch. Well hit fly ball toward the gap. McClendon and Walton converge. McClendon calls him off and makes the catch for the first out. Sabo walking up the bat. Batter ready. Muskie looking home. Now Muskie pitches. Spanked sharply to Salazar. Brutal bounce. But Salazar keeps it in front of him. The quick throw across the diamond got him for the second out. O'Neill to face Muskie.
On the league leaderboards, he's on the downside, second worst in strikeouts.
In this game, 1 strikeout. Batter up. Villanueva sets up. Here he comes. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Side retired. The line for the Reds. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They score, but still trail by 6-4 in the books here in Cincinnati. Reds down 7-1. Chicago due up. For Chicago, it'll be Dunston, Salazar, and McClendon. Here's Dunston to lead it off. Left-hander Hammond ready. Here's the pitch. It's skied. Duncan is backing up. Takes a couple of steps to his left. He stabs for it and makes the catch. 1 down. Salazar coming up. Reed set. Hammond winds up. Routine grounded to second. Duncan scoops it. Flips to first. Bad throw. But Morris gets his foot on the bag. 2 away. McClendon's up. Hammond focuses in on the target. He lets one go. He goes the other way. It's roped hard to right. O'Neill's after it and takes it on the bounce. McClendon has to hold first. He's on with a single. Third, safety for McClendon, and that's the Cubs' 11th hit. Next up, Chicago hitter Muskie. Reed ready to receive. They're holding McClendon. McClendon about 2 feet from first. The pitch. Muskie is called out on strike. 3 down. The half for the Cubs. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. We've played 4 1/2. Reds down 7-1. The Reds will send out the bottom of the lineup. Hatcher, Reed, and Hammond. To get it going, Hatcher. He's hitting .294. Villanueva sets up. Bosky comes to him. Loop to right. Dawson racing in. If it stays up, he'll get it. Coming hard. Still coming. And he makes the catch. One away. Reed walking up the bat. He'll wait for his pitch. Bosky looking home. Bosky kicks and deals. On the hand, it's a slow roller toward Salazar. He charges, scoops it over to first in plenty of time. 2 down. Hammond is now up. Now Bosky ready. Reds skipper McCoy walking down the bench. You can mark pitcher Hammond out for the Reds. McCoy not letting him bat. He's sending Griffey to the plate. Bat's left. He shoulders the bat. Strolls to the box. So Hammond goes 3 1/3. The line on him. 2 runs on 5 hits. A homer. Griffey to bat. Now Bosky ready. The pitch. Lifted high to left. McClendon drifts over. Plenty of room. And he makes the catch. 3 away. So the Reds are retired in order. We've played 5. Reds still down by 6. We're at the head of the order for the Cubs. The new pitcher will face Walton, Grace, and Sandberg. Scudder is coming on in relief for Cincinnati. Scudder throws from the right. ERA at 4.15. This is his 5th appearance. He's worked 4 1/3. Johnny will give him some work. Here's Walton to start it off. Scudder is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Catcher ready. Scudder winds and fires. Walton bruises it, heading for the gap in left center. But Davis flags it down on the first bounce, and Walton decides not to stretch it. He hugs first with a single. Second, safety for Walton. Grace walking up the bat. Scudder gets set to work on him. First baseman Morris ready for a throw from Scudder. The pitch. Lifted to center. Not too deep. There's Hatcher. He brings it down. 1 away. Walton is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Now at bat, Sandberg. Scudder is ready to fire it in. Walton 2 full strides off first. The pitch. Smoke to right. Back on the ball goes O'Neill. Can he run it down? Yes, he can, and does. 2 away. Walton is tagging, but he won't test his arm here. Here comes Dawson to take his cuts. Scudder set. He brings it in. Toward the gap. Davis is over. Cuts it off on the bounce. Walton is around second. He'll hold it second as the throw comes in. And Dawson is on with a single. That's Dawson's second hit of the game. Next up, Chicago hitter Villanueva. Right-hander Scudder ready. The runners take their lead. The pitch outside. And it's off his mitt. He's after it. But the runners move up. Villanueva back in the box. Scudder comes set. He comes home. Hard 2 bouncer to short. Larkin covers it plenty of time. Fires. And that retires the side. That'll do it for Chicago.
No runs on 2 hits, 2 left.
So they fail to add to their big lead.
After 5.5, it's still 7-1 Cubs.
Well, folks, the clouds have moved in quickly here in Cincinnati.
Here comes the rain. The umpire is calling time.
And they're calling them in.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather. Since me and that little gal of mine ain't together, it keep raining all the time. I hope it don't rain now. Let's play ball.
And they're finally rolling back the tarp.
We'll see if these pitches are still fresh. Let's play some baseball. Top of the order here for Cincinnati.
And at 6th, Larkin, Duncan, and Morris. Here's Larkin to lead it off. He's hitting .264. Larkin ready to bat. Right-hander Bosky ready.
Bosky fires it in. Hit in the air to center.
Walton roams over.
He's there, reaches back, and makes the catch. 1 away.
Now coming to bat for the Reds, Duncan. Duncan has been on a lot this season. He brought a
.453
on-base average to this game. Pitcher Bosky eyeing Duncan.
Now he's ready. Now Bosky comes home with it. In the air to center, no cause for alarm.
Walton has it in his sights, and he tucks it away.
2 gone.
Morris walking up the bat. Right-hander Bosky ready.
The pitch from Bosky. Swung on. Hot smash to Sandberg. Just out of reach. And Morris is aboard with a single. 3rd hit for Morris in the game. Davis up.
Pitcher Bosky set to go.
Bosky kicks and delivers.
Hit hard to
Dunston. He takes a high hop. Throws quickly to first for the final out.
The half for the Reds.
No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. Reds trailing by 6.
The Cubs will have
Dunston, Salazar, and McClendon here in the 7th. Dunston leading off the 7th. Scudder poised. Scudder with the pitch. Dunston chops it toward Morris. He backs up and plays the big hop.
He waves off Scudder and takes it himself.
1 away.
Here's Salazar coming to the plate. Scudder gets set to work on him.
Scudder comes to the plate. Base hit center field.
Hatcher is over.
Scoops it up.
And Salazar holds first for the single.
Second safety for Salazar. McClendon is the next hitter. Right-handed Scudder goes to the set position. Scudder brings it to the plate. Wide of the strike zone. Ball 4. And McClendon
trots down to first.
That was McClendon's first walk of the season.
Now coming up,
Bosky. Batter up. Scudder looking in at the target. Here's the pitch. Bosky squares, bunted toward the mound. Scudder gloves it and throws to third. Salazar slides. He's out. They get the lead runner. Good heads-up play. Walton is now up.
Reed crouched down now.
The pitch. Popped high to the left side. Sabo moves toward the line. He camps under it. This should do it.
and he brings it down. The half for the Cubs. No runs on one hit. They leave 2. So they're just working a little on their base running skill. We've played 6.5. Reds down 7-1. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, strike you out at the old ball game. Play ball.
For Cincinnati, it'll be Sabo, O'Neill, and Hatcher. Here's Sabo to start it off. Sabo has patience. Batter up. Villanueva sets up. The pitch. Sabo beats it into the dirt. A Baltimore chop in front of the plate. Villanueva waits for it. Rifles the throw to first. And the ump thumbs Sabo out. And there's one away. Now coming to bat for the Reds, O'Neill. Now Buskey, ready. Now Buskey comes home with it. High fly ball to deep center. Walton is back on the track, reaches up, and brings it down, 2 away. Hatcher comes up the bat. Catcher Villanueva sets his target. Buskey brings it home. Hatcher waves at 1 in the dirt, and he's a strikeout victim. That's 3 away. For the Reds, 3 up, 3 down. Reds still with a 6-run deficit. Here come the big guns for the Cubs. Grace, Sandberg, and Dawson. To get it going, Grace. Scudder looking home. Scudder winds up. Loop to left toward the gap. And it drops for a hit. Davis gets it back in, and Grace is on at first. Third, safety for Grace. Sandberg is now up. Reed sets up. Here he comes. Slap toward second. Duncan takes it on 1 hop. Flips to Larkin. They get him. Over to first. Safe. Sandberg beats the ball to first. But they get the lead runner. 1 away. Here comes Dawson to take his cuts. Scudder looking in. Big hole on the right side. Sandberg takes a good lead. The pitch. Swung on. Bounced up the middle. Duncan is over. Backhands it. But he holds the ball. No play anywhere. Third, safety for Dawson. And that's the Cubs' 16th hit. Villanueva is up next. Scudder gets set to work on him. The runners take their lead. Here comes the pitch. Villanueva puts a charge into this one. A big fly to deep left. Davis will run out of room. That's a Baltimore special. A 3-run homer. So Villanueva hits a 3-run shot, his second home run of the season, and the Cubs add to their big lead, bounding away from the Reds, a commanding 10-1. That gives Villanueva 5 RBI on the season, and that's the 3rd homer for the Cubs in this game, and that's the 17th base knock for the Cubs in this game. Cubs hitter Dunston. And here comes Reds manager McCoy again. He's asking Scudder for the ball. McCoy is bringing in Rodriguez to face Dunston. He'll lose the platoon advantage. Scudder pitched 2 1/3 in relief. The line on him, 3 runs. on 6 hits. A homer, 1 walk. Rodriguez comes from the left side. ERA a stingy 0. This is his second appearance. He's worked 1/3 of an inning. With this game pretty well decided, they'll give him some innings. Rodriguez takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Reed ready to receive. Now Rodriguez pitches. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 down. Salazar is up next. Salazar ready to bat. Rodriguez looking home. He cranks and fires. Salazar cuts at it. A scribber off the end of the bat, hugging the third base line. Sabo lets it roll. And it rolls foul. Strike 1. Salazar ready to take on Rodriguez again. Reed ready to receive. Rodriguez into the wind. Lofted down the line to right. O'Neill racing over. He won't get it. He cuts it off. Salazar wisely holds first. He's on with a single. That's Salazar's third hit of the game. Next up, Chicago hitter McClendon. Batter ready. Rodriguez looking in at the target. They're holding Salazar. He lets it go, high and inside, and the count goes full. So McClendon steps back in. Rodriguez poised. The payoff pitch. McClendon swings. It's hard and long. Sending Davis back. Will it be deep enough? No. Davis is there. He squeezes it, and the side is retired. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 left. So they extend their lead. The score is a commanding 10-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. For Cincinnati, here in the 8th, Reed, Rodriguez, and Larkin. To get it going, Reed. Right-hander, Bosky, ready. The offering from Bosky. A little tapper up the line. Grace charges, scoops it, and tags Reed. 1 away. Here comes Rodriguez to take his cuts. Villanueva set. Reds. Skipper McCoy walking down the bench. McCoy is taking pitcher Rodriguez out of the game. Doran will pinch hit for him. Switch hitter. He selects a chopstick and heads toward the plate. Rodriguez pitched 2/3 of an inning. His line, no runs on 1 hit. Doran, bat in hand.
He's mired in a slump. Hitless in 5 straight games.
Doran ready to bat. Bosky poised. Bosky comes to the plate. Line to right. Dawson will play it on the hop. And Doran is on with a single. Larkin's up. Bosky will go to work on him. Doran well off first. Bosky over the offering. Grounded deep into the hole. Dunston has it. Throws quickly to Sandberg. Covering. Out. And on to first. No, he's taken out by the runner. No throw. But they get the lead runner. Duncan is the next hitter. Right-handed Bosky goes to the set position. Lace to right field. Base hit. Dawson. Silver fields it. Larkin is well around second. They're waving him on. And he gets over to third as the throw comes in. And Duncan is on with a single. Morris comes up to bat. Morris ready to bat. Pitcher Buskey eyeing Morris. Now he's ready. The runners take their lead. Now he comes home with it. Hit to straightaway center field. It's playable. Walton moves under it and takes it in. For the Reds, no runs on 2 hits. They leave 2. They waste a good chance. Reds still with a 9-run deficit. For Chicago, here in the 9th, Buskey, Walton, and Grace. Viana is coming on to pitch for the Reds. Viana throws from the right. He has a lofty 9 ERA. This is his second appearance. He's worked 2 innings. Buskey leading off the 9th. Viana takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Now Viana ready. Viana to the wind. Down and in, and just out of the strike zone. Viana thought it was in there, but Buskey draws a walk. That's a tough pitch to take. That was Buskey's first walk of the season. Now at bat, Walton. Batter up. Reed sets up. The pitch. Lofted to center. Hatcher is over. He's under it. And he takes it in. 1 away. Buskey hurries back to first. Grace to face Viana. Viana is ready to fire it in. And the pitch. Big swing, but he got under it. Center fielder Hatcher drifts back. And he takes it in. That's out number 2. Buskey hurries back to first. Next batter, Sandberg. Viana set. Now Viana pitches. Bouncer to Duncan. He flips to Larkin at second. And they get him. Side retired. For the Cubs, 0-0-0. They leave 1. Cubs up 10-1. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Davis, Sabo, and O'Neill due up for Cincinnati. Leading off, Davis. Right-hander Buskey ready. Now he comes home with it. Line to right, coming on is Dawson. He's there, and he pulls it in. 1 away. Sabo's up. Sabo ready to bat. Villanueva set. The pitch. Fastball right across the plate. Strike 1. Sabo ready to take on Buskey again. Buskey focuses in on the target. The pitch. Routine grounder to second. Sandberg scoops it, flips to first, and that's the second out. O'Neill's up. Buskey is ready to fire it in. Buskey winds and fires. Banged to left center. Base hit. O'Neill rounds first and holds with a single. Now coming up, Hatcher. And here comes Cubs manager McCoy. He's asking Buskey for the ball. McCoy is bringing in Asenmaka to face Hatcher. He'll lose the platoon advantage. So Buskey gets his innings. He pitched 8 2/3. The line on him, 1 earned run. So far, on 7 hits. A homer. He struck out 4. He's responsible for the runner. He stands to win it. The left-hander, Asenmaka, comes into this game with a 3.52 ERA. This is his 7th appearance. He's worked 7 2/3. Asenmaka takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Batter ready. Asenmaka looking in. Asenmaka delivers. Hatcher pounds it on the ground. Sandberg stops it on one hop. Shovels to Dunston for the force. And that's it. In the end, it was a cinch for the Cubs. Here's the line for the Cubs. 10 runs on 18 hits, no errors. They lead 11 for the Reds. A run on 7 hits, no errors. And they lead 6. Bosky gets the win, his first. His record now 1-1. Jackson takes the loss, his first. His record now 1-1.
So that winds up this 3-game series.
Cubs
Take the series 3-zip
for the Cubs.
They have been playing very well, now with 6 straight wins.
For the Cubs.
Overall, they now stand at 9 wins and 4 losses. The
Reds.
Now with 3 losses in a row.
And this game is in the books. This is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Cincinnati. Cubs take this one from the Reds, 10-1.